Happy fucking New Year. It's the New Year's edition of the What the Hell podcast. Hang out with us. But first, you got to go do these things. You got to go like us. You got to go rate us. You got to go subscribe. Now, you got to subscribe both on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, but also on YouTube because we do this on video. Do all that shit and tell your friends, and then come back and join us for the New Year edition.
I mean, at a bare minimum, you have to at least do one of them. I'm one of them. Sorry. That was all right. That was the wrong finger, but either way, you know what I'm saying. All right, fine.
See you in a second.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell?
And we're back. Yeah, I had to do it again. Hey, how the hell are you? It's the New Year's edition of the What the Hell podcast.
Oh,
my name is
later.
Sean. After a month wait, but my name is Sean.
I'm TJ.
Mine is none of your business. I
Wow,
mean,
did you legally change it to that finally?
what? That it's none of your business?
Yes.
Yes. I made that my middle name. My first name is, hey, what's your name?
Oh, God.
The middle name is none of your business.
Shit.
I kept the last name, though, because, it's
Important.
well, you got to have that on like tax returns or something like that. I don't know.
What were you saying, TJ? He's like, what? What were you saying? TJ.
I don't know. It just told me my connection was unstable, so
Oh.
I'm going to.
You're stable. I can still see you, and we can hear you.
So your connection
I'm gonna
is
stop
just
video for a while.
your connection is just like my girlfriend. I don't know.
That would have been funnier if she was sitting on it.
This fist comes in from the side of the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We take a picture of the freeze frame. It looks like the fucking cover of Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power fucking album cover.
See, that's why the doors.
Fuck. What did you say?
See, there you go. Oh
why
my God.
Why the door is closed and the TV is on in the other room.
Ah. So you have learned.
Oh, come on now.
No, Jason, you'll have to bear with me. I'm running on my mobile hotspot right now because my internet took a shit this afternoon.
Well, we appreciate you joining on the mobile hotspot either way. At least I do. I can't speak for Jason on that one. But,
What's that?
That we appreciate that he joined. I appreciate that he joined. I'm assuming you do, but.
Oh, I definitely do. Because what else was I doing?
I'm not sure.
Actually, not much.
So let me give a little podcast update. Couple things. I want to reach out and say thank you very much to all of the What the Hellions as we have crested the 10,000 downloads threshold. So applause to the What the Hellions. Thank you so much for listening and downloading and all that stuff. It's pretty damn awesome. So we really do appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead, and I don't know if this person wanted special attention, but I'm going to give it to him, give it to her anyway. We have a new subscriber on the YouTube channel, Jody Smith Wentz, subscribed to the channel recently. So thank you very much, Jody. Hope you like it and appreciate you listening big time or watching. So thank you.
Yeah.
And we can't not do applause. So applause for Jody. That having been said, how the fuck are you? Haven't done this in a hot minute. So what's new? What's happening? What's crack-a-lack? And let's get the update. We'll start with the invisible man of what echo chamber. Man of many books.
A man of many books in a dark room.
I forgot to pay the power bill. Not too much exciting to report here. You know, same old, same old. You know, working, got through the holidays. To be perfectly honest, quite glad those are over. Ready to get back to normal, do some normal time. Other than that, you know, about the same old, same old. How about you guys?
Well, I think what since wasn't I was I going to Disney before the thing or was I
No, that you were going. I think that was the last show we did right before you went
going
to
after?
did your
That's
trip.
right.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. That was solid. That was
yeah,
definitely solid. I mean, obviously, a lot of waiting in line. And when we weren't late and waiting in line, we were paying a lot of money to wait in a shorter line
of
because
course.
even it was always funny because even their fast passes, like you buy them because you have to buy them per ride.
Yep.
We at least at just like you could wait. I don't remember if you could do it the one at Universal or something like I don't remember. At least the last one, I think that was Disney because that was Galaxy's Edge and all that. You had to buy it per ride,
Yeah.
and they sell out fast as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! But then it was always funny because even the ones that we actually did buy the passes for, yeah, yes, it was a shorter line. I will, I'm not gonna, bitch about it by going like, but it was still waiting in line.
Of course.
And
Shorter being the operative word, right? Shorter.
yeah, there was a few of them. So what? There was one of the Star Wars rides in the Tower of Terror. We waited like 2 hours in line. Now you roll your eyes, but you also kind of go, yeah, that probably could have been worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's about to be expected, especially with Star Wars.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But I gotta tell you, based on the really quick 1 day visit I did out to whichever parks in fucking California. I don't know which one's World and Land. I don't care.
I think that California's Land. I think because we were at Disney World.
Okay.
I think.
Did a 1 day and being the dork that I am, yeah, we did the typical Disney stuff. It's a Small World and Pirates of the Caribbean, all that. But nothing was as cool as fucking Galaxy's Edge. Not even close.
And at least like one of the better parts, which will of course will tie in with one of our former episodes, which you can go watch on or listen to on one of your handheld device things, your Walkman with your earphones and stuff. Make sure you have a hotspot or an internet connection. TJ will help you out with that.
Yeah. You should be so happy I don't have video right now.
I'm saying we can't see it, but he's flipping off. He's flipping you off hard.
Not even that. Just
I have no doubt.
You don't even have a token this time.
Oh man!
But yeah, the which tied in with the episode about motion sickness, which that was a lot of fun. There was
I told you Smuggler's Run was going to trigger you. That was going to trigger you hard. Where you fly the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, I did not do that one. Because of that.
Yeah, that one would have triggered the shit out of you.
There was at least a few of them that I chose because at least, which I will give Disney credit because at least going to the park on the little plaque right in front of the ride, they tell you like everything that the thing's going to do. It's going to go here, it's going to go around upside down. It's going to do whatever, and you're like, okay, I'm going to read half of that and go, no, you guys have fun. I'm gonna go buy a beer or do something else. And there was a few of them. One of them was a little misleading though because there was one on the Harry Potter thing the first day.
Mm-hmm.
You sit down in this thing where you're like 4 across in like a row.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was telling you about. It's amazing if you can keep your eyes open through it.
I did not. I did not because I read the description and went, okay, it doesn't sound that bad because I had been on something before that. I can't remember what ride it was that sounded similar. And I'm like, okay, it's always going to trigger me. It doesn't matter. But some of them are better. Some of them are worse, whatever. And we get in the thing and we're sitting down and the thing opens up and it's like this free floating thing. And we're going like floating sideways. And all Lynn heard was me say, oh no. And that was pretty much it. Her hand was on my knee where she said she could feel me sweating.
Oh.
And my eyes were closed.
I'm sorry you missed it. I rode that one and it did not trigger me and I fucking loved it. But I'm also a big fan of the books and movies.
Oh no. That was definitely, by the time we got off of that one, I had 2 people, not because I was gonna like actually throw up or anything, but I was so disoriented. I had two people helping me because they had, when you got off of that, it was like a moving platform.
Yep.
And stepping on a moving walkway after you're dizzy after a ride is not fun.
No.
And
Did you do?
all I said at the end
What?
was, just get me outside.
Yeah.
One of the worst feelings in the world is being on a roller coaster and going, "Oh God, what have I done?"
Yeah, buddy. Amen, brother.
That was really the only one that really was that bad. Like we did, what the heck was it? Rise of the Resistance.
Now that's a badass ride.
That, holy fucking hell!
Do you
Like,
not? I mean, seriously though, do you not feel like, fuck, I'm in the movie right now?
well, okay. I mean, if nobody's ridden it, I mean, I'm assuming Sean has. I'm not sure if you have, TJ, but like,
Hell no.
you're going through this thing where you're resistance fighters or whatever. So like the new first order. Is that, yeah,
No, you're new recruits for the resistance. Yeah.
yeah. And the first order like captures you or whatever. So you're like sitting in this cell, and all of a sudden this guy like cuts a hole through the wall, which is awesome because you're like watching this outline go across the wall, and it's like, okay, something's about to happen. But when you first get in there, before they put you in the cell, you like walk out onto like what seems like the deck or the hangar of one of the ships. Like you just walk out and they just have this
And
line,
it's
line of
full,
stormtroopers.
it's full fucking size.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the big thing, because you come out and they got the fucking retardedly huge LED screen in the back, right?
yeah.
Full size TIE fighters, hanging from the walls and all that, and then a goddamn company of stormtroopers, which were all robots, but robots.
Rubber
That's a-
robot.
That's a great fucking.
What the fuck happened to you?
I don't even know.
I
The whole-
speak the English.
The glitch in the Matrix.
I'm that character from the whole 9 yards. He doesn't deserve to be breathing the air.
Hey guys, watch out for the robots.
But no, but you and the coolest part of that though that Jason didn't describe is you actually go from the line, and it looks like they load you on a ship, right? And you get in
So,
this.
I've seen a YouTube video of the beginning. Obviously,
Okay.
they didn't let them take the video of the actual ride, but I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Like I've
Yeah.
seen this whole thing.
Yeah, to walk out into that, you're like, holy shit! It was pretty fucking cool.
The door opens and you kind of go, what the fuck? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Truly great experience. I
100%.
loved that ride. That was so cool.
100% one of the better ones. That was another one we waited 2 hours, and that was definitely worth it. That was an awesome ride. Well,
Absolutely.
they did the thing too, because when you're going through on the little cart as they're kind of carrying you through everything, you go into that room where the AT-ATs.
Yep.
You walk in and all of a sudden you're like, what the, okay. All right. And you like go under the legs and
Yep.
I'm like, mother.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. I think now you can actually see the whole ride on YouTube, but that's pretty awesome.
I'll tell you what, that cantina is a fucking killer.
Oh yeah.
That cantina was awesome.
The whole fucking land is pretty badass.
we,
if you're a Star Wars geek, you got to do it.
Oh yeah, the canteen. We ended up getting lucky because we had gone. One of our friends, one of the other couples that was with us, the husband and wife were big Star Wars fans, so she kept trying to go back to the cantina to see if because it's just booked. You go there and they're kind of like, no, you're not going to get in. So we went back.
Come on, everybody
Actually,
knows it.
they
Everybody
played it.
loves it.
They played it. They played it when we
Of
were.
course.
Oh god, that's so cool.
But yeah, we went back 4 times, I think, and the 4th time there was only 4 of us by that time because some of the others were doing something else. And she asked, and the girl said something about being able to get 4 of us in at 9, and it was like 8:45. And we're like, well, we're gonna fucking sit here and wait.
We will stand right here.
And we got in, and oh yeah, absolutely awesome. That was one of those ones I hadn't even really bought that much in souvenirs, just because we went to Legoland, but I'm not going to buy Legos at Legoland because they're fucking more expensive than buying them anywhere else.
Than Legos already are.
Yeah, I was about to say Legos are fucking expensive to begin
and
with.
I hadn't really bought anything. I found a couple things I want to eventually buy, but I'll buy them online. But we got in there, and you could do this flight board that were Rancor teeth.
Oh, really?
You buy the flight. And now, of course, it was $85 because
Of course, because it's Disney.
canteen at Disney. But I'm like, okay, I hadn't really bought that much here, and like just the like I've got them. They're out in the living room. But I'm like, well, yeah, fuck yeah. Now, of course, we had already bought drinks, and then of course they're going to bring you, because when you buy the flight, they bring you a flight of 4 beers. So of course we've already had one drink in, and we're like, oh, okay, so now we have to chug 4 more beers.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah, they're one of those and one of those, and each person I think has some kind of shtick for what they do when they bring this thing out. And this girl, I had a video of it. This girl, when she would bring it out, would just stand there, right there, and to kind of announce that you were doing it or whatever. She would just kind of gear up a little bit and just scream the word rancor, and just like stand there and do it. And you're like, everybody in the place is like, oh yeah, all right.
I love
Or
it.
she was probably also cursing us under her breath because each one of us bought one.
Oh.
Or the two couple, not each, the two
Yeah.
couples. So Lynn and I and our other friends. So she had to do it. Like, I fully expected her to just bring the two out and do it once, because I'm like, yeah, why would you have to do it twice? You're bringing them to the same table.
Because it's Disney.
Yeah. And she did it twice, and hilariously, as she was doing it, one of the other workers came by her like, "Oh my God, you need water?" and like gave her a little bit of water, and she was, oh yeah, it was a very, very good trip. Very good
Yeah.
trip.
I know, I know, and like that's my thing, because when Super Mario World opens up here, that is going to be my ultimate destination.
Oh, for
And
sure.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have the total experience, like the whole Rancor thing, like even as far as like I know, as far as Galaxy's Edge, like they let you build their own lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like I would do that. Like so,
I'd
Jason,
make-
I totally don't blame you for doing something like that. Like if
Make
you're
your
there, get the experience.
make your appointment early for that, because we tried and they were already booked up for the lightsaber thing.
Yeah, you
Oh, I'm
got to
sure.
you got to book that way in advance.
Yeah,
But
we didn't,
did you
we didn't end up doing the build one. The buddy of ours who wanted to do it ended up finding one that he wanted, but yeah, he didn't get to.
you didn't get to do the whole build
He didn't get to do
immersive
the-
experience?
Uh,
TJ, did you see there was a couple of weeks ago there was like a 1-minute teaser slight reveal for the Super Mario Land? Did you see that?
Here or in Japan?
I think it was the one here. It might have been Japan, but it's like 1 minute long, and it talked about, you know, some of the rides and some of the cafes and all that shit. It looked badass. There's like you're gonna be doing interactive stuff with like, you know, the question mark coin punchers through the park and shit. I mean, it looks fucking sick.
Oh, I can't wait.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it looks amazing for any fucking Mario nerd. 100%. I'm gonna do that at some point too.
Is that a Disney thing?
No, that's
No.
Oh, no.
Nintendo.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But where's it going to be? Universal?
I don't know where the American one is. I know the one in Japan is done. It's been done since pre-COVID, but since COVID, obviously.
I have to look it up, but I think the American one's supposed to open this year, 23.
See.
I don't remember where it's going to be. I want to say Universal, but I'm probably wrong.
How dare you?
But oh man, I mean that sounds like a great trip, dude. Seriously, fucking stoked that you got to have that kind of fun.
It was, oh yeah, like I said, that whole thing was fucking fantastic.
It's in California on February 17th of this year. It opens in Universal.
At Universal. Okay, I was right.
See, I would go back. Because what?
Oh yeah, that's just a fucking excuse to go.
Isn't Disney still doing
There's my next vacation.
Isn't Disney still doing the Pandora thing too? They hadn't opened that one yet either.
Oh yeah.
Avatar thing.
Yeah, I thought that was open, isn't it?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Plenty of reasons to go spend ridiculous amounts of money and
oh well, yeah, that was the thing. I mean, yeah, a lot of fun.
I could go and spend the entire day at Galaxy's Edge and not get bored and still consider it fucking well.
Oh, it was awesome. There was a thing where you could do like a bounty hunter thing.
Oh, I hadn't heard this.
Well, it was interesting. It was kind of, so you'd have the wristband thing. You had to buy the Plus or something like that to be able to do it. So you go to this thing, you'd scan it, it would give you a target. And as you're walking around Galaxy's Edge, your thing would either light up or vibrate to tell you if you were going the right direction or the wrong direction. Then you'd get to a door, a sealed door, and you'd have to have one of the apps. I didn't have the app at the time, but you have like an app to be able to thermal scan the door. And then it like registers that you actually found the target. You go back to the thing and you kind of scan for like that you found it. You have like credits in the Bounty Hunters Guild or something like that.
Oh, I'm in.
It was neat. It was definitely neat.
I'd do that.
Which of course, it was always funny because a couple of them, when they were doing the Millennium Falcon ride, I decided like they had scanned a couple to be able to get targets on the bounty hunter thing, but started walking towards the Millennium Falcon ride. So each one of them was going, "Why the fuck is my thing buzzing?" Not realizing, of course, since you scanned it, it's just going to keep doing it until you locate the person.
I mean, again, immersive, cool fucking experience. Yeah, I'd be in.
That's what you're going for, right?
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
Sure beats the fuck out of walking around Six Flags.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was fantastic. Oh, we got what the you had your choice of blue milk or green milk.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
One has vodka, one has tequila. You know. Of course.
Lesser of two evils, but okay.
I love it.
No. And hey, I mean, between all of that, I found out at least wherever we were at for Harry Potter World, whatever it was, whatever park we were in, sold tall cans of original Strongbow, and I was like, well, I'm not leaving.
Right? Yeah. Know how much you love that shit.
Oh, the original, this is an import from England.
Yeah.
Oh, the original is one of my top two, as far as ciders go. So it's like I'm walking because we're in line for the non-alcoholic, butterbeer.
Butterbeer.
Yeah, whatever it was. And we're kind of standing there, we're doing whatever. And I just like turn to the right and just kind of like immediately like the jaw just kind of goes, oh, ha, ha. And I see the tall can of Strongbow, and I'm like, well, whoever this person is who's selling it is now my best friend. So
there you go.
Sound like me when Sean took me to Schlitterbahn and showed me the swim up bar.
Yes.
I live here now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not leaving.
The swim up bar is a very important feature.
I completely agree.
Well, good. I mean, it sounds like you had a really good fucking vacation.
A good trip. Good trip.
Yeah, I nothing here to report that's that exciting. Didn't do too much.
That was only a few days. Now, since I've been back, I've got nothing else to report. So it was like, oh well, yeah. I mean, I got a couple days in, but other than that,
yeah. There you go. Hey, that's all right. That's all you need is a couple days. I'm looking forward because end of March we'll be on another cruise ship, so I'm looking forward to that right now. So
as in the prize.
That's right. That's fucking right. All right. So all that having been said, and all that, let's just riff a little bit about just the fucking New Year's process. Let's put it that way, because I don't know about you guys.
In other words, let me continue to tell you how boring I am.
I mean, yeah, more or less, because remember when like New Year's was a thing and staying up and getting shit faced and waiting for midnight for the New Year's kiss and all that shit. And
or even leading up to it, where you going? What are you doing? You want to come here? You want to go there? What do you want to do?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, just because what you don't want to do is sit at home. You want to, who's having a party, who's hanging out. You know what? I was never into going anywhere like downtown to a bar or something like that, because that just meant at some point you were going to fucking deal with the police.
Did it 1 year, never again.
But it was, you know, who's having a party at their house for New Year's, right?
Well, you even had that thing where even the New York thing.
Oh, Times Square?
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, that never
looks fucking miserable.
Well, from what I hear, like that is legitimate. You know, you're standing here and you don't move.
Yeah,
like the entire time. That's how packed it is.
Just 2 million people down there. You
Happy
know,
New Year. Happy New Year.
It's cold as hell. No.
So I'm like, no. No, we went to a friend's house. There was 6 of us, and Lynn and I were in sweatpants because I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to sit. Yeah, had a few drinks. Didn't get shit faced. I had to drive home, but it was only a 20-minute drive. But fucking sweatpants and a sweatshirt and just bullshitting with friends. It was like, and it was fucking perfect.
Yeah, we have as the oldest one here, I can definitely say I guess I'm part of the Dr. Rick commercials because didn't want to go anywhere. No one was really doing anything. Sat at home, drank a very little bit. Stayed up, did the ball drop thing. And, I guess more or less now just because, you watch all the New Year's shows, the New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest and all this. And I'm watching all the musical acts and I'm going, who the fuck are these people?
Well, what was
the only one I recognized was fucking Duran Duran.
Didn't they do it was I still remember us flipping back and forth because the friend's house that we went to, he was flipping in between stuff like that and the Buckeyes taking a shit.
Yeah. Let's go on that. Let's talk about my New Year's Eve because my New Year's Eve was completely ruined because I watched my football team take a shit at 4 o'clock and just completely ruined my night. I was asleep before midnight and I did not care. Why? Because I wanted the day over.
I can't. Yeah,
I was actually going to focus more on the Buckeyes taking a shit, but sorry.
Well,
no, that was going to be my jumping off point, honestly, because that was my New Year's Eve.
Yeah, because the Michigan game was first, and it was a good game, right? It was a game in that it was a battle. Yes, the team we wanted to win did not, and I just keep going back to, 2 crucial mistakes. You take away 2 pick sixes, and we win.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. It was for all intents and purposes, it was an exciting game. I didn't like the result, and I didn't like, a lot of it is kind of frustrating. But at the end of the day, it was a high scoring game. It was a good game, and thank God the Buckeyes shit the bed as well.
Well, and that's not me crapping on Michigan. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
your team loses. It sucks,
especially at those stakes.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: nobody was counting on TCU. Everybody picked Michigan to win convincingly.
Yeah.
Well, everybody picked Georgia to trounce Ohio State,
and it wound up being a 1-point fucking game.
Yeah, that was my only saving grace was that they lost.
Yeah,
I still remember because we were doing in between the performances or whatever in the game, we actually missed them missing the field goal because we were watching the ball drop.
Yep, because they missed the field goal as the ball dropped.
Yeah, right before we're kind of watching the game or whatever. Then we're going, oh, we want to watch the ball drop. I wasn't really paying attention to either one.
My favorite thing is seeing all the Ohio State Facebook fans on Facebook that now we're going to compare that kicker to Ray Finkel from Ace Ventura.
Oh, I'm sure the kids got that.
I was going to say
the Ohio State kicker in 30 years, and you see Jim Carrey in the room like.
I do not.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
I do not envy him. I do not envy him at all because. Yeah,
and that's the thing. It's a poor fucking kid. He's a college kid. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. I completely agree. And it's yeah. I mean, when you've got, this day and age with social media and everything, where you do one thing and all of a sudden you're getting death threats for this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, oh, this kid. Holy shit.
Don't get me wrong. I was disappointed that Michigan lost. I didn't seek out JJ McCarthy on social media and send him fucking threatening ass messages.
I did. I don't know who he is, but I did.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think someone needs to send Harbaugh threatening messages because now they're saying he is going to interview for the Broncos job.
Well, yeah, let him go.
Who's that?
The coach from Michigan.
Now we have allegations. He's going to be suspended anyway. He's gone. You might as well accept that right now.
Yeah, well. Anyway, not to get back off on a sports tangent, but I have been, as the oldest person here, I have become the old fuddy duddy that I didn't seek out a party, didn't care if there was a party, just hung out at home.
Now, were you that type in the past?
Oh yeah, in the past I always wanted to get into some shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Then
didn't want to sit around.
I'm not sure which one of us is the old fuddy-duddy then, because I've never been the type to search out parties.
Well, what happens is you were a young fuddy duddy.
I mean, I would go, like, depending on, I mean, most of the time it still was like going to friends' houses or whatever. I mean, I would go to things, but I'm not the one, I was never the one to look at testing limits or to, I wonder, like, when you'd always have friends who either uh like New Year's Eve, or they were going on vacation, or they were doing whatever, and like one of the first things they post is, "Oh, I'm about to give my liver a beating," and you're like, why?
Right.
Doesn't sound fun. Like, I'd like to, at least if I'm going to go on a trip, remember part of it. I don't know.
My thing was, as I got older, it got less and less intense, because like when I was younger, New Year's Eve, let's party, yeah. The older I got, more I slowed down, and now I'm the youngest one here, to the point where I turned 37 this year, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Happy New Year. Y'all have fun.
Hmm.
Have fun at your parties, all that. I'll be here at my house, just having a quiet night. Thank you very much.
Well, there's still something about being comfortable. Like I said, even going over to that friend's house that we had,
Yeah.
she all went in sweatpants and a fucking sweatshirt, because I was like, I don't, if I'm gonna do anything like that, I just want to be comfortable. And
Yeah.
again, it was a damn good time just hanging out and bullshitting with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's that. I mean, that's pretty much that would for me would be like an ideal quote unquote party, right? Like, not even big, not 20, 30 people. Give me 10 people hanging out, drinking, playing a few games, bullshitting. Yay, Happy New Year. Okay, let's get back to drinking, playing games.
Yep.
And
100%.
that would be, even to me right now, that would be ideal. I think that'd be great. I'd have no issues with that.
There you go.
So
Yeah, I'm beyond the big bash stage where it's like just a
Mhm.
mass of people and coolers full of beer and just gigantic house party or whatever. Like, I'm good.
still have to have the cooler full of beer, but yes, I'm with you there.
Well,
Well,
most
no,
of the time,
because at least you keep party size to where you can fit all the beer in the fridge.
Depending on the size of the fridge, I'll go there. We've seen
Well,
some small fridges.
and most of the time, depending on the party, like, okay, if you're going to a big party, again, like, it's to go back to like the New York thing in Times Square, where it's like, okay, depending on the size of the party, then it's not like, it's nerve-wracking more than it is anything else. Like, and I'm not even trying to say that as like some old curmudgeonly, what I'm like, but I mean, yeah, depending on if you're trying to squeeze through or if it's ridiculously noisy, or like, I'm like, I don't know, but I have no idea how, like I said, the thing with Times Square, how anybody, like, I don't know. That just seems,
Like, yeah. Well, I mean, Times Square is so fucking packed, that number one, it can't be that fun because you're not getting a drink anywhere.
well, I mean, well,
It's also cold as fuck in New York on New Year's Eve.
well, yeah. At least at a bare minimum, you're going to have two drinks, because even if you kind of go, well, I mean, I'm going to be staying here for a while, I might as well get two, but that's it.
Right.
Unless you get some kind of train where somebody's like, oh, we'll pass it down over the, crowd surfing drinks.
I'm getting one of
Oh,
those
I'm sure there's
Camelback
people-
backpacks.
I was about to
Under-
say, I'm
under
sure
my
there's
coat.
people out there with like flasks and just
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
everything.
For sure. I definitely get one of those Camelbacks under the coat. Just every now and then, just like,
You
what do
almost
you
have
got? What do you got in there? Well, it was margarita. It's currently frozen margarita because it's cold as fuck out here. So,
What do you got in there? It's chicken noodle soup.
okay, Sheldon.
Right, I guess it would
What
have
do
to be.
What do you got in there? None of your damn business. It's mine.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
other completely useless New Year's traditions, such as I couldn't tell you the last time I made a quote unquote resolution because I knew that shit was going to last about a week. Do you do the resolutions?
Or you make the
See,
one that everybody's expecting, and because everybody rolls their eyes that, okay, on December 31st, Planet Fitness will be empty, but on January 1st,
Full.
you're going to be standing in line for as long as I did for Star Wars. I got to treadmill.
yeah, and it makes me feel bad for all the people that actually regularly go to the gym.
Oh yeah, like
That's a good point.
I didn't even do it that regularly, and I have been on both sides of that where I'm like, oh well, yeah, okay, I should probably get off my ass because of eating all the stuff at Christmas and probably get back to the gym. So I've been the person after the new year to go there, and I fully walk in realizing that I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get looks because I'm one of them.
Okay, but time out. See, there's a difference here.
That's a judgment-free zone, though.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes. So New Year's resolutions to me are pretty much counterproductive because there's actually been a study that says that people get gratification by saying they're going to do something without actually doing it, because then they get the, oh, good for you, da 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 da, right? So people that come out and be like, new year, new me, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to lose 30 pounds, da 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 da. And then everybody goes, yay, good for you. And then they never actually do it.
Yeah.
And then nobody ever turns around and go, you're a piece of shit because you didn't hold up to your resolution.
Well, and then, you do you, whatever. But like, I'm the type of person that, like, if I decide I'm going to change something, I'm going to change it first before I go and tell people I changed it.
Well, yeah.
Because I know this like little fact, maybe it's just a little fact that is always stuck in my head, but I'm like, do it first and then you tell people. So for me to come out and be like, I'm going to do this year, like I can make like a little mental goal, like this is what I want to accomplish this year, but I don't have to like get out and parade it and be like, this is what I'm going to do.
Makes sense.
I have no argument with that.
So that's my thought on resolutions.
Well, but we live in an instant gratification society. I mean, that's what a lot of that,
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, but I also lived before an instant gratification society. So.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah. Oh no, I fully agree with you that, like, yeah, I'm not the type that, I'm gonna tell everybody all about this, and then I'm like, no, half the time of like doing anything like we got a thing for one of the gym right next. Luckily enough, where we're living in the apartment building, there's a recreational center right next door. Like we can walk there from the parking lot of the apartment building. So we got a thing, and we're doing it just to kind of start, working off some of the Christmas stuff and everything else. But I didn't post it to social media to go, oh, look at my membership card, I'm gonna go. I don't like, no, we just did it. I just walked next door and kind of.
There you go.
You went, hey, I'm getting fat, and I don't want to get fat.
More like Lynn said, Jason, you're getting fat, and so we're going to the gym.
Well, it doesn't help that, what, God love her. God love my one, and Lynn too. I wasn't really talking about Lynn at that point, but God love her too. Yeah, she's there somewhere. She's around here somewhere. But my niece, Sean knows who she is. Yeah. Sean knows Madison.
I do.
Because he has a daughter of the same name.
I do.
And, yeah, I know that one.
And Madison decided to, which again, I love that she thought enough about us to do it, but she got Lynn and I 2 double packs of cereal. Like she got me Reese's Puffs and she got Lynn Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love that because I'm a big fan of both. But now, of course, we both have 3 boxes of cereal sitting here going, fuck, we can't eat them now because now we're trying to. Like we were gonna give them away. We were gonna not give them away as like, but to kind of go, like, maybe like use these because
I can't right now. I only have so many cheat days.
Luckily, cereal doesn't go bad anytime soon, so that'll definitely still be one of those things that we can dive into. But like I said, we opened it. You open it and you kind of go, "Fuck."
It's
Thanks,
I'm
thanks,
not.
but fuck.
I'm
it's
not
like being the horse having the rider on dangling the carrot in front of you.
Yeah, it's like So but yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's exactly why I bought a gym membership, is because somebody decided to give me 4 boxes of cereal.
I know, but you have to. I mean, the holidays are such a mode to where it's just like, fuck it, I don't care. These 2 weeks
Oh
mean
yeah.
nothing.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
God.
Oh hell yeah. That was, yeah, between her deciding to make cookies, and then, whenever she'd have a little bit extra, you're just like gnawing on that, blob of cookie dough or whatever. Then we go to her parents' house, and we go to mom and dad's, and we go everywhere where somebody else is making dessert. She'd made a couple, and you're like, well, yeah, this is
Yeah.
gonna be my life for at least the next 2 weeks. And you know what? It was fucking fantastic.
I
It
mean,
was
yeah, you can't you can't argue with the taste. It's just the aftermath.
I mean, doing that for the last 2 weeks was way more fun than going to the gym. But,
Oh hell yeah!
No, I looked forward to that box of cookies from mom every year because our mother was a Christmas cookie maniac.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Oh,
I've told this. Have I told the story on the podcast? I'm pretty sure I have.
I don't know. You'd first have to reference which story you're talking about.
So this was long after you were gone. I'm pretty sure Michaela was already in California. So our mother, like, kitchen would just become just a cookie production shop.
Yep.
There was wax paper all over the fucking place, cookies cooling, cookies going in, batter, you name it. It was a shit show. And so she spent one afternoon just baking cookies all fucking afternoon. And she was sleeping on the couch. And there was just like plates and plates of cookies, right? And old TJ decides, I'm gonna sneak one.
Oh,
So
Oh.
I go to grab one.
this is bad.
I made no noise.
doesn't
And
matter.
I moved it 3 fucking inches. And she popped up and literally looked at me and goes, I will kill you. I will fucking kill you. And I just kind of put my hands up and went to my room. And that was the end of that.
And so what? You had to have been
I was probably
14?
no, I was probably 19, 20 years old at this point.
It's like the story with the like dads in the thermostat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that, except way worse.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was a disturbance in the cookie force, and she fucking felt it. And
Yeah,
knew.
she was definitely the Obi-Wan of those fucking cookies.
It was that motion sensor alert,
Oh yeah,
or a
She-
tripwire, one of the two.
and again, she would. I mean, and it wasn't like just chocolate chip. It was chocolate chip, and then the sugar
Oatmeal
cookies with the
raisin.
Reese's pushed into them, and
Wow.
yeah, and so we'd always get this shipment of Christmas cookies, and
Oh, I do love
No.
those ones with
It-
the Reese's cup. Oh yeah.
no, the Hershey's Kiss. I'm sorry, not the Reese's cup. The Hershey's Kiss.
Oh, I like the ones with the Reese's cup. I like them
Yeah.
both, but yeah, but there was a special kind of torture years ago when my ex-wife decided to make those cookies. So she wanted me before, I don't remember where she was, but I was home or something like that, and she wanted me to unwrap some of them so she could start using them for cookies. I'm like, what fucking torture is this? You're gonna make me stand at the kitchen counter and unwrap Reese's cups and not eat them.
And yeah, you cannot eat any. I need them all.
You absolute
that-
monster.
Well, that's great. Should have bought an extra bag because for every 3 I unwrap, I'm eating one.
Well, yeah, what? Yeah, of course there was. Of
Unwrapping
course, there was a
fee.
tax. There was a tax for that. There was a tax for the effort. Of course, there was.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And I need chocolate milk. Stat.
Mhm.
Oh man, those are good memories of holidays, because you're right, nothing gets done. And then this last year with both Christmas and New Year's falling on a fucking weekend.
That was weird.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not the right. You just said that's weird. It was weird. It was just
It was
fucking
very
weird.
weird.
Oh yeah, always is.
And yeah, I mean, fortunately, I don't know about you guys. My work was like, okay, it's over the weekend. You get Friday and Monday off. Okay, thanks.
We did, yeah, we
Yeah.
did at least. Well,
We got
actually,
Monday. We got Monday. We didn't get Friday, but we got.
I got, well, no, maybe I got Friday, Monday for Christmas, but I got Monday for New Year's.
that was
We got-
that was more. That was pretty much what we did.
We got Monday for both, but I'll take it. Take it where you can get it.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Because
Well,
you don't get shit done that fucking week anyway. No one's in work mode then.
Oh no. Look, I mean, how many places do you know? I mean, there's places that I know of that like they just close down for that week.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, don't worry about it. Actually, one of the places that helps us with some marketing stuff, they do. Yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll tackle some stuff on January 2nd because we're out this entire week.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense.
Get nothing fucking done.
No.
Nothing.
Oh God, no.
So if you look back, man, if I look back, we're probably pretty close.
Sorry.
If I look back, I see this beautiful logo.
That's
But I would say,
Why am I staring at books?
how do we know that you're staring at books?
Yeah, you could be lying.
Yeah.
And actually, I started this podcast just about a year ago, probably a year next couple of weeks, but I'm happy for what it's involved into. But if I look back at 2022, and because I want to know if everyone has kind of the same fucked up head that I do. If I look back at 2022, realistically, honestly, it was a decent year. Okay, if I look at it objectively, it was a decent year. I got to do plenty of good stuff. I got 2 wonderful new granddaughters. Lots of things to be happy for. But as you know, without going into detail, it's completely overshadowed by something else, and the bulk of me wants to tell 2022 to fuck off.
See, yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat. Like, from just like a outside perspective, like, yeah, my 2022 wasn't all that great, but at the same time, I went through a lot of personal shit in 2022. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's put this behind me. Let's start fresh. Let's get it going. Let's make this one better.
I can't really say much. Half of my 2022 was in Las Vegas.
I don't remember.
First half of it.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I don't know. I know there's been a couple times at least driving around here where I'm like, 20 minutes from Red Rock was kind of nice.
It got cold and Jason did what I did. What the fuck am I doing here?
Motherfucker. But yeah.
I was making that comment to Steph the other day because she got into Yellowstone, right? And I'm like, you notice I never show this fucking show happening in the winter.
Oh, of course not.
It's always fucking gorgeous there, right? Everything else, I'm like, yeah, you notice they're not showing any fucking wintertime shit going on in that show. Too fucking cold. So, I mean, it sounds like we're fairly similar in that, you can pick out 1 or 2 things that happen in the year, 365 days, but you can pick out 1 or 2 things, and for some reason that kind of defines your year.
Oh yeah. Because depending on the thing, whether it's mental, physical, or whatever, yeah. I mean, if it's gonna occupy your mind for that long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and like I said, that's my thing. For the most part, it was a pretty good year. I mean, Jordan and Madison had babies and they're healthy and adorable. I went on 3 fucking cruises in 1 year.
You surprised, Dad?
Yeah, I made that road trip up. So there's been some pretty good shit in there. But unfortunately, one piece of bad news just fucking overshadows the whole thing, and I'm like, yeah, fuck off 2022.
Yeah.
But that's the thing you need to be able to do is remember that one thing isn't all of the year. Like,
exactly.
Remember,
No, definitely not.
a lot can happen in a year. So just because one thing happens that it's stuck in your craw and you just can't seem to fucking shake it, doesn't mean that the year was just like, oh, that sucked.
Right.
Like I get the mentality because obviously I have the same mentality, but at the same time, like I also am able to take a step back and go, you know what? I actually did do a lot this year that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So it's important to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think, and that's kind of why I brought it up, right? Where is, you know, my just weird thinking, you know, I've got this one thing that overshadows, but then I can stop for a second, and just because that one thing will do that, right? It'll preoccupy every fucking thing. But then, you know, take a step back, go, wait a minute, hold on, before I, you know, throw the fucking, what's the stupid phrase? Throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Well, I mean, you have
Yeah.
you have to. They're both bad. So you have
Yeah.
to.
You know,
What do you
he-
say about drowning a baby in a bathwater?
What?
A used baby and used bathwater. Yeah, you got to toss them. They're both used. They're no good anymore.
What gamer girl bathwater?
Do you do it at the same time though?
you guys
I
are
mean,
fucking-
it depends on how big of a drain you have.
Oh, that's true.
you guys
That's
are
true.
killing me.
You get like a broom and kind of like push it down. Never mind. That's kind of a bad visual.
It's
Never
not
mind.
poop. You can't just like stamp it down.
Depends on the size of the drain, doesn't it? Wait. Just took a really.
I mean, the viscosity of the baby depends on how hard you stamp on it.
That's true.
Oh God.
Thank God we're not monetized, because if we were, we're not anymore.
That's fucking funny. That's a good riff. I got nothing after that. I'm spent. That's it. I can't compete with that. Viscosity of baby talk. Jesus.
Well, you know, it's the things you got to wonder if you're going to toss it out with the bathwater.
It is. It's
Am I tossing it out the window? Am I going down the drain? It's one before the other?
where
One
these
after? I don't know.
stupid fucking sayings come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who actually tossed a baby out with the bathwater?
Well,
I
it's
wanna
it's the age old adage, right? Why is there a sign? Because someone fucking did it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't we discuss that at one point? I told you my favorite one of all
Yeah.
of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
One on the
because
one on the stroller that says "remove child before folding."
yeah. Well, that's because
It means it happened. It means it
Or
happened.
the no diving at the 2 feet end.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Of
oh,
course.
Steph and I went to, you know, a Renaissance festival, Sherwood Forest Fair here, and they had a booth there that was, you know, dipping everything in chocolate, and it says, you know, please keep your genitalia out of the chocolate.
Yeah, I'm sure that happened.
And I'm looking at Steph. I'm like, "Do you see the sign?" And the person behind there that was dipping my cheesecake into the chocolate was, you know, why there's a sign, right? I'm like, what? Because it's, you know, it happened.
See, and this is where we're at in 2023, because normally I'd be like, oh, some dude stuck his dick in there, right? But nowadays, I wouldn't put it past somebody to be like, oh, she stuck her titties in there. Like, it legitimately wouldn't surprise me.
And it is, and let's be honest, it's a fucking Renaissance festival, so some crazy shit's going down.
Yeah.
It's not surprising. It's just one of those where you kind of wonder the mentality of someone going, "Hey, watch what I'm going to do." And you're like, but you're
Had one too many meads.
well, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah.
Oh God.
Because that's my legit thought. It's like,
How much you want to bet?
it could be both.
How much you want to bet it was an influencer?
It was just,
Probably
who knows these days?
trying to get the clicks. What's up, Instagram Live?
God. Oh, all right. Let's put a pin in this bad boy so I can get it on the interwebs.
Back in my day, that was called Jackass. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like 4 fucking movies out of it.
Back in Back
I
in my
bet-
day, we didn't film it and put it on the internet. We just were idiots, and then it didn't follow us around for the rest of our lives.
She and I were actually just talking about this because I mean, as much as you're talking about somebody doing that at a Renaissance fair, we are in the Tide Pod generation.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Take the Tide Pod challenge.
So
No thanks.
Good, let them.
Yeah.
mm,
Oh,
first thing I thought with all those colors in that Tide Pod, that looks delicious.
right.
Yeah, this is the same generation that when COVID first came out, someone was like, got on an airplane and went, I'm gonna lick this toilet seat and call it the lick the toilet seat challenge.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
Yep, that happened. That
Oh,
happened. That happened in this fucking country.
I forgot about
Happy
that.
New Year.
Start fresh. And by that I meant on fresh toilet seat.
Ew.
Or,
I'm just-
anyway.
All right, let's wrap that. On that note, we're wrapping this motherfucker up because that was just terrible. I can't even. TJ, what do you got for the What the Hellions? I can't even fucking process.
Goddamn babies and bathwater.
God damn it. I had forgotten about that one until that fucking moment. Thank you.
You're welcome. The world.
I appreciated that. It helps with
All
all my
right, so people,
helps with all my science experiments.
Yes, it does.
all right, so I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. Thank you all for listening. Welcome to a new year. And as always, be good to each other, people.
I like it. None of your business. What you got for the What the Hellions?
I would partially reiterate, some of what TJ said, which, boils down to, we appreciate a lot of you not being lazy twats. It's nice. It's nice that you enjoy the sound of TJ's voice. It has to be his because it's not mine. He's got the books. Well, not right now, but he's got,
Yeah, hopefully next time I actually have internet.
right now he's got to pay his electric bill. But much the same way, as he said.
As I'm sitting on a desktop PC, yeah, it's my electric bill.
Shush.
Good
That was
one.
part of it. That was
Good
part of
one.
the joke. That was part of the joke early on, and you went with it early on as well. So just come on.
Now you had explained a bit and you ruined it. Good job.
I know. Yeah, it's the end of the show. Of course, it's like the end of the show when the magicians are doing the thing. We're like, well, I mean, I did it this way, but
Yeah, it's the end of the show. It's only fitting that Jason shits the bed completely.
See, now
I
you're
was
getting
waiting for that. I knew
now
it was
you're
coming.
getting it. Now it took you long.
Now we can end the show.
Right, finally. I've been holding out for that long.
Oh,
What was I talking about?
All right, boys. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Sean, take us out.
All right, you heard them. You heard it. You heard them. Again, I'm going to echo those things. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers. All that stuff. We'll be back.
Especially the one on the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially you, specifically.
We'll be back with another episode next week, and then we're going to take at least a week off just due to some other shit that's going on. But again, thanks a lot. Appreciate you. And we'll catch you on the flip side.